Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my series on the DeathCraft server. My name is Brink, and I am scanning some silverwood leaves. I want to try something to see. Notice it says 24061 error. Can't be done. Well, my idea was to find another way to replicate or to produce more silverwood saplings because we are running really dry. So what I thought, you'll notice that of all these, they don't stack. This particular one, it was the only one that would not stack with the rest of the leaves that I cut down. Now, here's the problem. Like I said before, the sickle seemed to work great. The sickle with Fortune 3 on it. And I don't know that that is a fact, that's the way it works, that it would produce more saplings. But I was traveling around the world and going to different places. And by the way, let me get rid of all these waypoints because they're a little bit of a nuisance. So I was traveling around the world and I found an ominous woods. It's hard to see through it more than your hand in front of your face. But I did find a silverwood tree, and it was a huge one, and I didn't want to take the trip back here because it was so far away. And I didn't have any portal, I didn't have any Mystcraft book with me, so it would be a flight, a real long flight, something like 3,000, 4,000 blocks, I don't remember exactly. So I figured, let me silk touch it with my silk touch pick, and it worked. So now I got the leaves, and I want to cut them down here with the sickle. I grabbed it from the ME. But first I'm going to line them up, and I want to see something because you'll notice that the numbers on this one says 24069. All of them are the same, except for this one that stood out. It wouldn't stack with the rest of them. This one's 24061. So I'm thinking this might have a sapling in it. That's why I went downstairs to try to replicate it in my replicator to see if I could replicate this leaf or leaves and then pile them up and just get loads of saplings because I got a sneaking suspicion that there is a sapling inside this leaf or leaves. I don't know how you would say it, but let me stack these guys up and see if we can get maybe one. And I'm not gonna, let's see, this is the fastest way to do it. I am not going to break this single one until I have checked all of these to see if these unstacked or stackable ones do produce any saplings. If they do, then this numbering thing at the end of the code doesn't really mean anything. But I do want to check. So let's pile these up. Oh, I think that was the one. Let's see. Let's grab that again. I don't want to use that. So let's put that over here and keep on going. Alright, we're done. You know, I was thinking to myself as I was doing all those piles, why don't I just make one pile? I wasted all that time. Alright, so let's sickle these. I'm going to put power just like I did the last time. Okay, that's set. And now we can make our way down. And we'll see, because this has Fortune 3 on it, as well as that power, just to see if we can get anything out of it. Now I do have my... Oop, I didn't have it on. Alright. Oops, I don't want to do that. Hang on. Alright, so let's continue. I still have the one. I haven't used it. It says 5 now. Didn't it say 9 before? I wonder if the replicator changed the number because it did say 9 before. I'm pretty sure it said 9. Now I'll never know because I didn't record that part, so I'm not sure. But let's see if we got any sapling. It looks like we did. We got one sapling out of all that mountain of leaves. Now let's see if we get a sapling from this. And I'm kind of worried about sickling this because I don't know if there's anything else I can try other than a replicator idea. I wonder if there is a Thaumcraft potion or some kind of a magical thing that you can do to reproduce leaves. Well, or saplings at best. Well, here we go. No, it wasn't a special leaf. For some reason, I didn't get any saplings out of it, but it wouldn't stack. So I wonder about that. Anyway, we got another sapling, so that's great. Now we're going to go on to our episode. Now what I have planned today, let's put this in our safety deposit. You know what? Let me recharge this before I forget. I'm not going to put it in the ME just yet. But what I'm going to do is take you over to a place, and then we'll get started with our episode today. I got a special episode for you today. Hang on. Alright, so here's the plan for today. What I want to do is take down this slime island and see if it'll collect as its original block, the slimy grass and not the dirt. Because you can see that I can pick it with my, let's see, I'll land over here and pick it with my silk touch and I get slimy grass. But if I pick it any other way, I think what it gives me is slime dirt. So I just want to see if this has the capability. Where's it going? Wait a second. No. I don't want to run a quarry. Doesn't it see the slime island here? Oh boy. Yeah, so the quarry's not going to work. Let me shut this off. I'll have to pick at it manually. And then, alright, that'll turn off in a second. What I also want to do is to get some of this juicy liquid out of here. And I'm collecting it with all the buckets that I have on me. Hopefully I brought enough. It looks like I did. Yeah, but I'm going to have to switch gears here every now and then. And then, on top of that, I brought a resonant tank here so I can fill this up, and it's not going I don't think it's going to do me a whole lot of good. Yeah, this is going to take a while to do. So I can't pump it. You can't put a pump on this stuff, so it's no good that way. What I could also do, as I see here, I have a ender pouch with some stuff in it. No, I don't have any stuff in it. So let me shift click these guys in. Yeah, this will work good. Well, I went back to enchant my shovel with Silk Touch because it only had efficiency 5 on it. I got myself a haste crystal here, and taking this island apart took me a little while. I'm only like maybe a third of the way done. But it's been a while, even at this rate, which is super fast, with the Haste 3 and the Silk Touch and Efficiency 5. It still is taking a while. It should clear up now that it's I'm getting lower and only into dirt. I still have to find a way to get rid of this water because I don't have enough buckets. I took all the buckets I had with me back to the ME and made some more buckets, and I still filled it up. So it looks like we have a lot of juices, and I'm not sure where to put the rest of it because I only need a little bit of it. Alright, just a couple of things as I put these buckets away. There's still more to go. I got 17. Let's get these guys. Got one here. Okay, so let me explain that when I took down the entire slime island, it was yeah, obvious that I can enchant one of those quarry pluses with Silk Touch and pick it up that way. But for some reason, since the regular quarry didn't work at picking up the slime island, I didn't want to build a quarry plus because I don't even have one. So I'd have to build it and then learn how to use it. I know it's a little bit more complicated. It's just not worth it for me because I don't need to quarry much. I have a lot of resources, so I don't need a quarry plus. For the moment, I'm just not interested in building one, and that's why I didn't do one, much less didn't enchant one with Silk Touch, which probably would have worked. I don't know because the regular quarry didn't pick it up. So anyway, so what I've been doing is just, I got too many pipes here. I was just throwing them around. But instead of just taking a bucket, moving it into my hotbar, and then clicking on it to empty it out, what I did was just pump it into here and it'll shoot it in. And it's a lot easier and faster. So all I got to do is just click these into the fluid transposer and it'll do the work for me. I don't have to keep moving it down into my hotbar and then right clicking it and then going back into inventory, and you get the idea. So this tank is already full, and what I need to do is build another resident tank, or resident ender tank, what's it called? Resident portable tank. And let me just fill this inventory up and the fluid duct, and that'll make it a lot easier for me. And then we'll start our build. Alright guys, here we are at spawn, and I've been trying to find a place to set up our shop. That's what we're planning today, a shop. This place seems a little bit too small, and I don't want to build it near water. And I had a talk with the guys, and they recommended that I build somewhere along the path. And this being the path, I don't want to obstruct the front of the building. I don't want to mess this up because some decorations are going to be going in here. This is like the main spawn area. The Snickerdoodle. It was originally this tower, this rogue tower, or rogue, what is it called? A rogue dungeon that I sort of dressed up to look like eyes, like ominous eyes there in the mouth. Almost looks like a skull, but everybody's done their part to make spawn look great, and it does. It looks phenomenal. It looks great, like this little water duct port. Well, things are going on at spawn, and a lot of things are going around, but not much room to build around here, and I don't know exactly where to occupy my space. Here's the Blaze Farm, and I don't want to bring it up there, and I could probably build up here somewhere, but they said near the path, so we got to stick near the path. Now, Crafted built his little shop, his store here, where he sells syringes of, I guess it's what's it called, flying syringes, where you can inject yourself with the potion that I'm flying with. And it's a nice little shop, but I don't want to build right next to him because then it looks like just two shops next to each other and not much else going on. I'd like to separate a little bit. So I cleaned this out just to sort of get a visual of what it might look like if I built it here, or even on the side here, or even facing this way. But the road cuts off here, and I don't know what Shinix has planned for here. So this is very questionable. I don't want to build on snow, and this is one tiny little chunk of a snow biome. And then over here it just gets to a little bit too far away. There's a strip of an eerie area here, and then the mountain region here, which I could build on. But now we're talking about a bit too far away. So I'm kind of thinking here, but then I wanted it a little bit bigger than this space. I don't think this is enough space. Don't know quite what to do. I think I'm going to build here and just miniaturize my build. I'll make it small. Well, as you know, I cut down a slime island, and I want to reproduce a slime island, a miniature one. And so we're going to start our build today, and it's going to be off the cuff as usual. I will build it elevated, so it's going to be up in the air, and I guess I'll have to do most of this off camera, but what I'll be doing is sloping upward in an inverted triangular form, just to get that shape that you usually see those slime islands, sort of like a bowl flying in the air, a bowl of soup or pasta. And so we have the juices also. I have the resin and ender tank which we can dump out some of the liquid, make it look authentic and real. And what I will be selling at this place, at this shop, is slime balls. We'll see how much we make out of it. Alright, I think we have a little bit of a shape here. I'm going to fill this in a little bit more. And maybe here. And just go down in a sort of a rounding shape, if you will. Sort of like the bowl I was talking about. I may get rid of this little block there. But as you can see, I have that shape all around. And it goes around like that. And so now we have a pretty symmetrical interior. It's not so much in the exterior, but there's nothing I could do. I really wanted this to be life-size and big, but it really doesn't have to be. I'm just selling slime balls here. So what I'll do now is just get the juices flowing. I'll probably, just to make it a little easy, I'll stick it up here, maybe both of them, and put these both on my bar, and then just empty these out. I'll start from the bottom like this, and then just get more. Yeah, this is going to take a while. And as you can see, slimes do spawn here. So I hope it's not considered griefing because I'm bringing hostile mobs here. And I wonder if we can make a king slime farm. Not that I'd want to. But yeah, I'll figure out some way to fence this in so that the mobs that are inside won't come out. There is another addition that I want to make, and that is to make it really authentic. These have got to be placed down. And so this might be the fix to our problem, because in fact, they won't be able to jump out if this is high enough. So let's do that. And that'll encase the water in here also. So that'd be good, I think. Let's see, is that straight? Yeah, that's all straight. Now I can build up more. I can use more of this grass. Oops, some dirt got in. And I'll fill this in more. Make it even more rounder and come out more. It's going to be a little bit bigger now. That's what I wanted, so that's good. And then, well, I'll add that little surprise. I'll tell you in a second after I bring you back. I'm just going to fill this in with the juices. Alright, I got to set it up. This took a while to do. And I've had some very giant slime spawning in here. What I did was I did a little bit of a cheat. Instead of filling all of this area in, I used dirt and then cut away the floor so that the liquid fill in. It was the better way to do it, because what happens is, if I were to do this again, the right way to do it would be to start filling the liquid from the rim, from the top, and then start filling the bottoms, and that gets very complicated. So, yeah, I think these are actually dirt blocks. I'm not sure. No, actually, I did the dirt from here. So, no, I did it from down here. Yeah, so why is this turning into that? I'm not sure. But anyway, that's done. Now we can get our shop going from below. And what I'm going to do is just have some access from down here so that the slimes can... Actually, it's not going to be the slimes. I'm not going to be using a real mob farm here. I'm going to have to light it up from inside. I'll probably put some glowstone under there. And I think the slimes can't spawn. Oh, actually they do. They spawn in the daylight too. But there is one addition I do want to add. And that's not what I wanted to do. Let's get rid of this guy. Get some of these going. Alright, let's see what we can do about adding a little tree here. Make it authentic for our slime island. Have a real slime tree. I got a sapling just for that purpose. Problem is this tree right here, and I think they're planning on getting rid of it, or maybe I could just trim it off a little bit. But that's what I'd like to do. So let me fill this in, just give it a little bit more of a shape. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now let's get our sapling down, and hopefully this will grow. I don't know if you need some special conditions, but we will grow it right around here. Let's say right there. And then maybe in the future we can plant another one maybe back here somewhere. But let's get rid of this. He keeps getting into my bar. Let me fill this guy in here. And that looks a lot better now. Okay, and I noticed that the slimes aren't spawning so much anymore. I wonder if it's something to do with the shift of the moon. Alright, so let me get a chest going here, and then I'll connect the ME. Alright, so what I've done is connect an export bus and set it to max stack movement with one slime ball. And that will fill up this chest with all the slime balls that I have in the ME. I have about 65,000 at the... Okay, now it's 61,000. And I guess I should explain where I got it from. I have a slime beetle cage, or a few of them, and I've been running them for a while. And so I collected a lot of slime balls from that. It doesn't have to be just from slime. These produce the same slime ball that the slime does. So that's how I got all these thousands, and I want to share it with everybody. I don't really want to charge anything, but I guess I'll leave a chest with a sign that makes it available for anybody to drop a little donation if they want to drop some feathers or bones or some rotten flesh, whatever they want to drop. Maybe a couple of dirt blocks or string. I don't know. But let's get some signs going. Just two, just in case. And then we'll plant our other chest over there. I got to figure out where to put it though. So let's take a trip down to spawn. And it's this way. Chunks are loading. That's why it's a little bit of a frame drop issue here. Oh, but that's looking nice from far away. Looking really nice. So I guess I will place it somewhere down here. I guess I could have used some kind of decoration here. I don't know. Oh, you know what I could do? Yeah. Yeah, why don't we do that? Okay, so what I'm going to do. Last minute decisions. I think I will build a little hut out of slime blocks and make it a little bit fun, because when you stand on these, it gets kind of jumpy. It bounces a bit. Let's clear this guy out of here and put some slime blocks in here. A little trampoline here. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done. As you can see, when I sink in here, I get a little jump boost 3. So it does have a jumping effect. I don't know, but it does make you sink into it before you get in there. And then it does connect with the ME ender chest as well, so that's good. Now let's get up our signs, and I'll get 2 in here. Let's see. Take some slime balls. Easy enough. Drop a gift. Smiley face. Where should I drop the gift? This isn't really centered. I guess I'll move this over. I kind of wanted it in the center, up front and center, because then it looks like the concentration or the focus is on the ender chest and not so much on the drop chest, because I really don't care too much about the donations, but I'll check it every now and then. There might be some good stuff that some people have that I don't. So, alright, so this is almost finished. I only have a few more. That was the last one, actually, so I can make a few more. And we can convert these back if we need to. I kind of don't like a wooden door, but I don't know what other door I could use. I don't like the eucalyptus door either. And I don't think an iron door would work well with this either. So if you have any suggestions, please lay it down in the comments and I will consider it. But let's see how this looks. And does it work? Yes, it does work. Okay, so I just need some lights in here. Yep, I think we'll need some lights. I don't think they can spawn on here, but it would be good to have lights here and brighten it up a bit. And I need some lights in here. And I wonder if it'll work. Or I could knock out this wall a little bit deeper just so they can't get up. Let's see how that would work. If I knock this out. This might take a while now that I'm underwater. But I think these were the problems. Actually, let me do it up here. Okay, so that's gone. And what else is there to do? Maybe this one? Okay, that's gone. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that'll work. Maybe I don't need a fence around here. But yeah, I'll keep checking it just to make sure and see what's up. But I think that's it for this episode. I want to thank you for joining us. And I'll probably bone meal that to see if it works. But I could leave it alone. I don't think I need to. Is this under light? I think I better bone meal it. But thanks for watching. And I'll catch you next time.